Hey guys, today we have an install of the super cool part from Improved Racing. We have an Improved Racing oil catch can kit that should work with pretty much every LS engine. Oil catch cans are a very important mod on almost all the engines, and the LS engines are no exception. LS engines are known to release oil and oil mist into the intake manifold, which will not kill your engine necessarily, but will definitely impede the performance of your engine. Today we're working with our 2009 Corvette that we recently purchased, and we're going to be building a drift car, so stay tuned for that. The Corvette has 140,000 miles and it's bone stock. We're going to walk you through the installation and even take off the throttle body to see how much oil there's inside the manifold. Alright, let's open the box and see what comes in the kit. The reason this part is special to us is because we participated in the R&D process and got to see how much effort and research and dedication it takes to create a beautiful catch can like this.
We've been using the catch can for about 6 to 8 months on our race car, and we definitely put it through its paces.
High RPM, bouncing off the rev limiter, running pump gas, running E85. This catch can saw all sorts of fuels and all sorts of conditions.
Another part that separates Improved Racing products is the instruction, because a lot of kits that you just get the part and pretty much that's it. Here you can see the amount of effort that went not just in making the part, but also helping you decide the best way you want to route the system. In our case, because it's a kit for an LS engine, there's additional piece of documentation that is going to help you install your kit on your LS. This catch can be used in many applications. In our case, we have a kit that's going to work on a LS engine, so we get instructions how to install it, how to run the lines, how to torque everything properly, pretty much everything we need to have a successful install. As you can see, we're working with a very stock LS3. To make the kit work, we're going to have to remove the intake silencer. There's a few ways you can do that. One is by cutting off the silencer and putting a rubber plug on it with a hose clamp. In our case, we're going to upgrade to a 06 air intake. Removing the throttle body is not necessary to install the oil catch can. I just wanted to show you guys how much oil there is inside the intake manifold. Honestly, I thought there's gonna be a lot of residue. There is straight oil there. Like, check this out. It's just laying on the bottom of the intake. Alright, now that we established that we definitely need an oil catch can, let's proceed with the catch can install. So we need to remove this cover to get access to this area over here. Closing this before we drop anything inside. So it looks like we have a snap-on fitting that's on the case, on the value pan cover, and one on the intake over there. So according to the instructions, that's our situation, and following the instructions, we're gonna install the fitting and then measure everything. Luckily we have enough lines, fittings, hose clamps, everything we need. Alright, so we have to remove this fitting snap-on hose. It's a plastic piece. It connects the engine and the intake manifold, so it's kind of a tough part. Definitely helps not having the throttle body on, because it kind of sticks out this way. So you have to press over here and then slide it out. So
honestly, I just took the screwdriver and broke these pieces because I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna need this anymore. Alright, so next step, we're gonna try to install or figure out where we want the location of the bracket, and Improved Racing is giving you this spacer in case you need to clear something here, because again, this is a kit for LS engines, not specifically for the Corvette, so you're gonna have to kind of do some thinking and decide where you want to put it best. I think in my case I'm gonna not use the spacer, and I'm gonna put the bracket straight on the block like this, and it's pretty cool. It has this space over here, this ridge, which doesn't allow the bracket to rotate after it's bolted. Alright, so the bracket is in place now. Now we're going to install the 90-degree bracket that holds the catch can to this bracket. This is not a final installation, I'm just making sure everything is going to fit, and then if I'm happy with how everything is set up, I'm going to go ahead and put Loctite and properly tighten everything. Alright, so move this over here and find a position that I like. So this would interfere, so luckily the design allows you to drop it down and clock it like this. Perfect. I figured it was a little hard to get it out because the catch can is so long. Keep in mind, this is a universal kit, it's not specifically for the Corvette. And they have a slightly shorter catch can that would, I think, generally fit better. So if you're gonna order one, just probably get the one that's shorter. In my case, because I already have the one I have, I just rotated these clamps. They were pointing up, these teeth over here, and rotating it left and right gave me enough room to slide it out easier. Alright, now that we know the catch can is going to be here, we have to route the lines. So Improved Racing is giving you one of these fittings that just clicks here. So pretty much, and this is slightly longer than you need it. So we're going to click it here, and then we're going to kind of like put it next to it. It's even too long for that, so but kind of like this, I think. And then I'm going to grab a Sharpie and mark it where I want the line. Maybe I'll leave just a little bit more room. Then I'll get it out and cut it. Alright, now that we have the line marked, I'm gonna take these wire cutters. They are for wires, but they cut hoses pretty nicely. So I'll do this and nice and clean cut. Okay, so now we have this connector here. There's a button on one side. So now I'm gonna go on the car and see and orient it the way it's nicer to unplug, so you don't have to get your fingers around or something like this. Then I'm gonna line them both, and that's how then I'm gonna put a hose clamp. They actually give you two kind of hose clamps, and this is definitely better. I just can't find my tool that crimps these, so temporarily I'm gonna use this screw-in hose clamp. So the fitting is already there. Kind of like I explained, it's better to have the fitting with the button on top so you can just push and disconnect. So I'm gonna first plug in this side with the fitting on top. Actually, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so this one is gonna go like this because it has the right angle, and then this is gonna go like so. And I'm holding that other fitting so it doesn't spin out of position. Cool. Next. So for the return hose or the out, I decided to go this way because we want to put the cover eventually, and it doesn't really, if I run it this way, I would need a 90 here, and then we have the throttle body. So I just thought that the best option is just running it like this and underneath the cover, and I'll show you how it looks with the cover after this, and straight here. Looks pretty clean to me. This is how it looks with it. We kind of got lucky, I guess. I bought these covers after we bought the car. The car didn't have them, but I really like how these look, so I bought the covers, and they already came chopped. I don't know what they had here, the previous car, but anyways, this is how it's gonna look here. Clears the cover, doesn't interfere with the pulley. It's nice and tucked in. I think I like how it is. And let's get it off and install everything for good. Alright, so now we have everything fully installed the way it's gonna go. I keep forgetting to show you about this thing. So this is a safety lock. It doesn't let you push the can up, and if you can't push the can up, you can unlock it. So next time you wanna drain your can, that's what you do. You pull this first out, then you push and twist. And it comes out. See? What I was saying is, if you get a slightly shorter one, it's going to be significantly easier. It works, but it could be better, and that's why you gotta order the probably shorter one.
Alright, so in conclusion, I think this install was pretty easy. The most complicated part was just to figure out where you want the catch can to go, and hopefully this video helped you decide where you want to go with it. This was an install for a C6 Corvette, and Corvettes have almost no space underneath the hood, so you're gonna have to figure it out for your car. But if you're installing it on a Corvette, I would probably recommend going with a slightly shorter can. It definitely makes draining it easier. We're gonna keep a close eye on how much oil the catch can is separating, so stay tuned for the video on that, and I'll see you guys next time.
So you know how I said I couldn't find a tool to make these crimps? So I just found it right after I finished. So it's actually going to be interesting to see, now that everything is installed, how easy it is to remove these lines. Okay, that was easy.
Alright, now we have the end that I had to cut cramped. That doesn't look as good as the one that came from Improved Racing, but it'll do. Let's put them back.